What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I am super excited because e.l.f. just dropped some new products. They have a new collection with Jen Atkins, and these products look so stinking cute. We have like so many new things, so I'm really excited. I figured we could do a full video testing out their new products today because you guys know I love e.l.f. They're one of my favorite affordable brands. I think they make really great products at affordable prices. But I have tried products from them before that don't work for me, so we're gonna test them out today and see are they worth your coin or not. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like affordable beauty like me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, up first to prep the skin, we're gonna be going in with one of the first products from the e.l.f. X Jen Atkins collection. If you guys don't know who Jen Atkins is, she is a celebrity like hairstylist. I know she works with the Kardashians and stuff, and she also owns the hair care brand Way. But this is the first product, the Mist Me Spray. So this is gonna be retailing for $8, and it says that it's a lightweight hydrating mist that you can use before or after your makeup. So I figured we could use it both ways, and we'll spritz it on our skin before, and then we'll use it at the end to set the makeup as well. I'm gonna test out the spritzer. Ooh, yay! Oh my god, okay, light mist. Ooh, yes! Oh my god, okay. This feels amazing. Such a light mister. That is incredible because a lot of times more affordable setting sprays, I feel like they cheap out on the mister and then it's like water gun to the face. This is not like that at all. It's such a light mist. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Has like a coconutty scent to it, but it's very light. It's nothing crazy. Oh yeah, there's coconut water in here. Okay, cool. So that must be where the scent comes from. Feels really nice on the skin. I feel like I'm gonna love this in the summer. So that I definitely like. Now for me, I feel like I need more than just a primer water. Like whenever I use these, I'll use these on my skin first, but I still go in with a primer because I feel like I need to like smooth my texture and stuff, and a primer water isn't gonna do that. So for primer, I figured we could try this out today. Crazily enough, I've never tried the Luminous Putty primer. At least I don't think so. I know I've tried the matte one and I love the original. I use that all the time, but my skin is on the drier side, so I feel like I might like the Luminous one. So let's see. Looks pretty similar to the regular one, except this one's yellow. The regular one's like a pink. And this is $8 as well. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna tap this in this area where I have enlarged pores. Okay, it does give a little bit of a glow. But also that mist on my skin definitely gave my skin a glow too, so that's actually really nice. But this will help to go ahead and fill in my pores. I feel like I probably like the OG one a little bit better because I think it fills in my pores a little bit better and just kind of like blurs the skin, where this one's a little bit less blurring but definitely more glowy. So it depends on what you want, but nonetheless still really pretty. Okay, now before we get into all the palettes and stuff, I do want to do my complexion. So they don't have any brand new complexion products that I haven't tried, so I am going to use the Camo Cc Cream, which you guys know I love. Ever since this came out a couple months ago, I have used it like literally almost every day. It's incredible, has definitely been my go-to. I want to thank e.l.f. for partnering with me on this section of the video where I'm going to use the Camo Cc Cream. If you guys watch my channel, you already know I love this, so I was very excited when they asked me to partner to use this in one of my videos. I agreed to use the Camo Cc Cream because I already know and love it, and that is the part of this video that is sponsored. But the rest of the video where we are trying out all the new products is not sponsored. e.l.f. was totally cool with it because obviously I would not agree to do a sponsorship for products that I have not tried yet, because no matter if a video is sponsored or not, y'all are getting my real opinion, so I can't agree to do a sponsorship for products that I don't know how they work yet. So that was a mouthful, but I feel like it's important just to let everybody know. Today I'm gonna mix two colors together because my tan is kind of fading. So I'm gonna use medium 330W and then light 240W. And I'm kind of gonna highlight and contour with them, so I'm gonna use the lighter shade and place this in the center part. That's about a half pump of my face. And then I'm gonna use 330W, the darker shade, and put that on the outer parts of my face. And then we can always go in and add more as needed. I'm gonna blend with this kabuki brush. This is from Tarte. It's actually one of my favorites. If you really want to get the most coverage out of this product, which this is actually one of the fullest coverage CC creams I've ever tried, which I love. So I love that about it because I like fuller coverage. So I'm gonna just tap with this first, and then we'll go in with the beauty sponge. I've been loving this technique with any of my face products because I feel like you get the most coverage but still get a really pretty natural finish. So I'm just blending that out. And this product comes in 20 different shades. It has SPF 30 in it, which is incredible. It's a full coverage but natural finish. It looks so beautiful on the skin. And it's also super hydrating. It has a lot of really nice like skin loving ingredients in it. It has niacinamide, peptide, and hyaluronic acid in it. So it's actually a great dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, which was one of my favorite for years and years, but this one is a lot cheaper and it typically retails for about $14. Okay, now that I kind of half buffed it in with this, then I switched switch over to like a dampened beauty sponge and I'll go over everything with that to just blend everything seamlessly together, and it gives the most beautiful finish. It's like your skin but better, and it's just so good. When this first came out, I actually did a full like review and wear test on this, so I can link that down below if you want more information on it, but it wore beautifully on my skin and has quickly become a favorite. So check down below, I can link that video that I did completely unsponsored when it first came out, and yeah, I love it. And do you see how using those two shades together just kind of helped to like almost contour the face already? Like we have that lightness towards the center and then a little bit of more depth out towards here, so I like kind of doing that technique. So absolutely one of my favorites and most used products. I will have a link down below in the description box for you guys to check these out. I will link everything that we use in today's video down below, but definitely check these out if you guys are interested. For summer or really any time of the year, they are truly, truly perfect. Gonna jump in with a little concealer before we get into the rest of the products. Gonna use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo. This is also one of my favorites. You guys know that. I'm using shade medium peach, and this pairs really well with the Camo Cc Cream. And I'm just going to apply this to my under eyes just to further highlight and brighten them and just conceal any darkness. They do make a luminous version of this one, but I prefer the OG original. I don't have a problem with it being too drying on my under eyes. I really love it. But if your under eyes are super dry, they do make a more dewy, luminous version. That one has like a white top instead of the black. So I'm just blending that right on out. To set the under eye, I'm just gonna jump in with Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. I love this. Obviously, this is not an e.l.f. product, but it is still very, very affordable. I've actually had people tell me that they can get this at Dollar Tree now, and I love it to set my under eyes. I've loved it for years, so I'm just gonna go in and set this real quick, just so we don't get any creasing throughout the day. And it's also gonna help to provide a base for the eyeshadows that we're gonna use. Alrighty, now we're gonna move in to brows, and you know what? I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so next new product that we have from e.l.f. This is again part of the Jen Atkins collection, and this is very interesting to me. This is the Hair and Brow Pomade. So this is gonna be retailing for $6, and you can use it to not only set your brows, but also to like tame flyaways on your hair. So it is clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it through one of my brows. I did freshly tint them, but I think I will probably need to use a little bit of like a brow pencil or something. But I wanna use it on a bare brow first, and then maybe on this side I'll use a little bit of pencil, and then we'll see. The wand on this is actually really cool. It's like a little brush with bristles, so I feel like it will help give almost like that laminated brow look. So let's go in and see. I'm gonna go in on this brow and just use this brush on them. And like brush them in place. Not sticky or anything at all, like it feels very lightweight. Oh my god, yeah, see, look. It like kind of like flares them out, which that's like all the rage now. I like that it feels so lightweight. Like I feel like there's not even anything like on this. Like it's not sticky like some of those products can be, so that I definitely really like. That looks pretty cool. Okay. I do feel like I need a little bit more definition though, so let me go in really quick. I'm gonna use this Joa Precision Brow Pencil and just define this brow a little bit. You guys can get Joa at CVS. I like this brow pencil a lot. It's really nice. And I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna keep them more natural, but just add a little bit of definition to them. Okay, I just kind of lightly went in. Now let's go in with this brow pomade and see how it works with product on. Ooh, yeah, I feel like it makes your lashes, not lashes, your brow hairs look more like lifelike because it helps to give them a little bit of texture. So I like that this is adding more texture to them. And that actually looks really, really nice. I'm just gonna lightly go in and fill in the other side so they look equal and we don't look crazy. Okay, now I do have a few crazies like up here, so I'm gonna use this in my hair. I'm a little nervous, but oh my gosh. Wow, okay, did you guys see how that just smoothed all those crazies like so quickly? Okay, wait, this is actually so cool. I really like that this is like a multi-use product. I would never have thought to use like a brow pomade in my hair, but this is so cool, and the little brush just helps to smooth everything so good. Okay, all right, this product's actually really cool. I like this a lot. Now let's go ahead and move on to these palettes, because of these I am really, really intrigued. So there are two of them, and they're both gonna retail for $14 each, and they're called the Let's Elfing Do This palette. So cute. So there's a light medium and then a medium deep, and they each have 4 eyeshadows and then 3 complexion products. So I will probably use the complexion products from the light medium palette, but I'll try and grab some of the shadows from the medium deep as well so we can use them. This is what the light medium one looks like on the inside, and then I will show you guys the medium deep on the inside as well. Super, super pretty. Okay, so looks like all of the shadows in here are matte, so I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush and this shade right here, and I'm gonna work this into my crease. This brush is really prickly. I don't like that one. There we go, much better. And I'm gonna blend this into my crease and upper crease area. Pigment is good on this and seems to be blending super easily, no issues with that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Now I'm gonna jump in with this deeper shade and put that in the crease because the first shade we kind of use in the crease and upper crease area. But this shade I'm gonna keep in the lower crease, like the true crease, to help to contour out the eyes. I like too in this palette, there's a mix of more warmer tone and then more cooler tone. Like the first shade that we used was very warm tone, but this shade definitely has like more of a cooler undertone. So you can make more neutral looks, like it's not overly cool or overly warm. Okay, now all over the lid, we're gonna do something a little different because all 4 of these shadows in here are mattes, but I like to do a shimmer on the lid. So what I think I wanna do, so I can test some stuff out from the medium deep palette, is I'm gonna go in with the highlight in the medium deep palette because this one is a little too deep for my skin tone to be a highlight, but I'm gonna use it all over the lid as an eyeshadow color. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger and press this on the lid and use it for shadow. This has a really pretty shimmery sheen to it. And then I will go in with a brush for the areas that I can't hit with my finger as well, so we'll see how it applies with the brush too. It's not like super blindingly shimmery, but also it is formulated to be a highlight on the face, so you wouldn't want something like packed with glitter as a highlight, but I still think it looks really, really pretty on the eyelids. Just hitting the spots I couldn't get with my finger with a brush. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna jump back into the light medium palette in the deepest shade, and I'm gonna use a small angled brush for this, and I'm gonna tap this right on the lower lash line. And I'm gonna keep this really close because we're gonna go in and blend it out. So I don't want it to be too deep, but this is actually really, really pigmented. Then I'm gonna jump into the medium deep palette and this more like reddish kind of shade here, and I'm gonna use that to buff out the lower lash line. I'm just trying to use as many of the colors that I can from these palettes so I can test them for you guys. And I'm gonna use that to buff this out. Ooh, yes, she is smoky, smoky. But those two together are really pretty and they just like blend flawlessly into one another, which is really nice. And I'm kind of pulling it up like this towards the end because we are gonna go in, there's liners in this collection, so we're gonna use liner on the top, which is why I didn't put any eyeshadow up there yet. But I'm just kind of pulling this color upwards to create that outer kind of V area. Now jumping back into the light medium palette, I'm gonna go in with this lightest matte shade and I'm gonna use this to highlight the inner corner and beneath the brow bone. But this is a matte, so we're gonna actually go in with the highlight to give us more of like a shimmer highlight, because that's just personally what I prefer to a matte highlight. But I'm gonna set first with this matte shade, and then we'll use the highlighter from the medium light palette and put that right on top just to give a little bit of shimmer and make it pop a little more. I'm interested to see how this applies to the face because I feel like it's definitely more subtle like on the eyes, but we'll see how it looks once we apply it to the face. Okay, now we're gonna jump in with the Zero Effort liners. Love the name, super cute. There's a black and a brown shade. I think I'm gonna use the brown just because we have like all the brown tones on our eyes, but I can always go in with the black if I feel like I want to deepen it up. But I'm gonna go in with the brown shade first. These are supposed to be a cream to powder formula, so they're supposed to smudge out really nicely, which I like to do like on my upper lash line. So I'm gonna go in and apply this to the upper lash line. Definitely very pigmented, which is really nice, and they do feel creamy. So I'm gonna do it about halfway, and then I'm gonna jump back in with that liner brush we used on the lower lash line and blend it. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so I've been loving doing this when you have a creamy liner, using a little liner brush like this and then blending it upwards to get like a really pretty winged liner that's still really natural. And this is like the perfect eyeliner to do that with because that just like blended so easily, because not all of them do. Sometimes they'll just kind of stay put and then it just like looks weird and you're just dragging your makeup off your face. But this one blended really nicely, and then I'm just gonna blend it towards the front too. Oh, I'm so excited because honestly at first I was like a little skeptical. I don't typically love like liners like this where you have to sharpen them. I'm much more of like a retractable liner type of girl, but for that kind of blend, I'm down with it. So I really, really like that. I'm gonna go do the other side as well. So that was definitely the product I was gonna be most skeptical about, but actually really, really love and just blends so, so nicely. All right, now I'm gonna jump in with the black one. I'm going to attempt to use this on the waterline. Not sure how the cream to powder formula will work on the waterline, but we'll see. Okay, she actually does show up because a lot of them don't. And I'm just gonna apply this right on in there, and then I'll tight line with it as well. Honestly, so far, really impressed. Okay, now we're gonna do the complexion. So, in the light to medium side, we have bronzer, blush, and highlight. So I'm gonna go in with the bronzer first, and I'm gonna bronze kind of all over the skin. This is a matte bronzer. I do personally prefer a shimmer bronzer for all over the face and then a matte bronzer to contour with, but that's just kind of like a personal preference kind of thing. It's a pretty shade. It gives like a natural kind of sun-kissed glow if you have a similar skin tone to mine. I might try and go in with the deeper shade in the medium deep palette to contour with, but that looks like it might be, I don't know, we'll see. It might be a little too deep, but normally I like to use a bronzer a little bit deeper to contour with than one that I'm using all over my face to kind of warm up the skin and bronze the skin. So I'll be the little tester to see if that works out. So let's jump in with this bronzer and see. I'm gonna use a very little bit of it. Just use this little brush here and then contour out. Okay, that's actually not too bad. And it just helps to add a little bit more depth on top of that bronzer that we use to just bronze up the whole face. For my nose contour though, I'm gonna use the lighter one because I like that to be a bit lighter and just contour out my nose like so. We gotta blend her there. Now I'm gonna go in with blush. So this is the one that I think that in either palette I could use it. So I'll do one on each cheek just so I can use them both so you guys can see. So I'll go in with the lighter one first and I'll apply on this side. Ooh, very pretty. It actually is like, I feel like it looks more subdued in the pan, but it shows up a little bit like brighter on the actual cheek. So that actually looks really pretty. I like that. Very cute. And then I'll go in with the deeper, this is more of like a rose shade rather than like a lighter pink on the other side. So we can just see how they both work. Okay, yeah, I feel like they both like pop more once they're on the face than like in the pan. Like they're more of like brighter pinks, which I actually love because that whole like blush trend is so cute right now and so in. So I like that. Not a huge difference, honestly. Like this one obviously is lighter, but they still both look really beautiful. Now I'll jump in with the light to medium palette and use the highlight. All right, let's see. Okay. Actually, okay, it's pretty. I like more of a blinding highlight. Y'all know that. Like, but this actually, the more you put on, you can get it to be pretty blinding. I love like boom highlight, but obviously not everybody loves that. It's still definitely a pretty highlight. Not one of my absolute faves, but will she get the job done? Yes. Gonna bring it down the nose and above the cupid's bow as well. Probably not my favorite highlight in the world, but overall I actually think these palettes are very nice. For $14 for 4 eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight, you basically have every powder product you need for your entire face in here, which is really, really nice. I think it's a good price point. The eyeshadows blended really nicely. It was easy to use and you know, you have everything in one. So I do actually really like these palettes. They're both really, really pretty. And I love that they did come out with 2 of them as well to suit a variety of skin tones. I just realized I never put mascara on to like finish off this eye look. My brain is like so scattered today. All right, gonna go in with the new Lash It Out Loud from e.l.f. This is their new volumizing mascara. And just apply this to my lashes. I was looking in the mirror, I was like, wait, my eyes look undone. Yes, Kelly, because you forgot the lashes. This is gonna give you like natural volume. I used this in one of my recent testing new products videos. It's not gonna give you crazy volume like some mascaras can do, but it's not gonna make your lashes clumpy because a lot of times mascaras that give you like crazy volume kind of give you like the spidery clumpy lashes. I would say this is like a natural volume. Okay, now we have to try out these Lippies, which these I absolutely love. So there's a liner on one side and then the actual lip product on the other. So I love that it's like an all-in-one instead of like a separate lip liner and then a separate like lipstick kind of product. So there are 3 different shades. I feel like we'll just try them all because why not? These retail for $8 each, or you can buy all 3 of them for $20. So let's go in with this shade first. This one is Ready, Set, Go. Love that. So it's gonna be like a red. Do the liner first. Ooh, it's like a bright, bold red, which those are my favorite kind because I feel like they always make your teeth look whiter. These like bright reds, so I definitely like that. The liners also have a really nice point to them, which I like because it makes it really easy to get in precise. I feel like the more you use them, that'll definitely like wear down. It won't be as pointy anymore, but it's nice for the first couple times. Oh my gosh, my lips look crazy when they're lined like this. Now let's go in with the lipstick side. Okay, so it's definitely a matte. It does feel a little drying, I'll be honest. Like it doesn't feel nourishing or anything to the lips, but most matte lipsticks don't. It's definitely a true matte, but I feel like it's not enough for me to not wear this because this color is beautiful. This is like my favorite type of red, especially for the summer. It's almost has like a little bit of an orangey undertone. So it's not necessarily gonna feel nourishing to the lips, but the color on this one is really pretty. Gonna take that off and then go in with the next one. I probably should have done the lightest one first and then worked my way up to like the bright red, but you know, I always gotta make everything difficult. So now we'll do a lighter one. This one is Self-Made Pink. Love that name. So let's go with the liner first and line the lips. Ooh, I love this. It's like a mauve-y kind of dusty rose. And then go in with the lipstick side. We'll see, this one blends on creamier than the red one did. This one feels a lot creamier, even though it's still a matte lipstick. I like this one. This is pretty. So that is Self-Made Pink. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we have Bring It On Brown. So gonna go in with the liner. I like that she did like a pink, a red, and a nude. I feel like that's That's all you need. And to get 3 of these for 20 bucks is a pretty good deal because you're basically getting 3 liners and then 3 lipsticks. So that's a liner. I'm gonna go in with the lipstick now. Ooh, yes. Okay, I love this combo. This is a really pretty nude. I feel like you can still see like remnants of like the other color, so it looks a little weird, but this is really pretty. And this one feels really creamy too, so I feel like it was just the red one was a little bit more matte, or not even more matte, it just felt less creamy than the other 2 did. This one is probably the most creamy feeling, and I love the color. Super, super pretty. This is beautiful. I'm glad I used this one as the last one because it goes nicely with our eyes. Okay, last and certainly not least, we're gonna go back in with the Mist Me spray and just set everything down. Feels so good. Love that. If you don't like coconut scent though, you probably won't like it, but again, it's a lighter scent. And it definitely helps to add a glow to the skin too. Like it's obviously setting down right now, but I feel like it adds a subtle glow all over to your skin as well, which is nice. So that is everything, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, but I actually really like this collection. I didn't know what to think because Jen Atkins is obviously known for hair, not necessarily makeup, but I love this collab, so I am here for it for sure. I really like the products and feel like I will absolutely continue to use them. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have links to everything that I talked about in today's video right down below, so check the description box. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!